This is Ziggy Antonaja here, 4 seconds out. Pleasure to be joined over Zoom today by Jermaine Franklin Jr. Jermaine, nice to be with you, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Yeah, very good. Back on in a big fight on the shores over here. Moses Atama as the opponent. Just talk to me about how you're feeling going into it.
I'm feeling good. This is another day in the office.
Yeah, obviously big title prospect in Moses. Yeah, he's been tipped for a lot of big things. Called the next Mike Tyson. He's been linked to fights with Alexander Usyk already. I guess the narrative of this fight is Jermaine Franklin's here to test him, but you're coming to win.
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming to fight. Like all the extra shit just be talk. You know, nothing's proven till you do it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you make of Moses? I watched an interview. You said the other day that you hadn't watched too much of him, but now being his opponent now, and you're going to be stepping in the ring with him in a few weeks. What do you make of him?
I like Moses. I think he's a great fighter. He got a good punch output. I like the step back counter he does. No, it's stuff. I see little stuff in his game that I like. I know that he comes to fight, so I like that.
Yeah, I think it was mentioned in the press conference that you two had made potentially cross paths in the gym while you sparring Fabio Wardley. Did you get a chance to see much of Moses at all?
Yeah, I've been seeing Moses way before this was even announced. So
Mm.
I hope that's not the reason they think that this fight is gonna be like this because they got to see me spar with Fabio. So yeah, that's they're gonna be rudely mistaken if that's why they picked me.
Yeah, there was meant to be an event actually tomorrow, in fact, that they couldn't get over the line due to not being able to find an opponent. A lot of guys apparently didn't want to fight Moses. Now that you're in there with him, what do you make of that, seeing so many guys not want to fight and ask for, exaggerated purses?
I mean, I'm just simply not scared. But what the fans in the world need to understand is, you want everybody to step down from their position to fight Moses when Moses is 13-0. If we beat Moses, we don't really get shit. Just being brutally honest with you. Some of us will get a title shot if they want to let you in there, but most of us wouldn't get shit. If Moses beat us, he's on top of the world. So why the fuck wouldn't people want to get paid for it? That
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we've seen Moses get ordered to be in the WBC to fight Lawrence Okoli for a title eliminator. Do you think he deserves to be that high up in the WBC rankings, having maybe not fought a high level of competition?
I don't know. You know how boxing is, but I don't know. I don't even know how many people he fought that was ranked in the WBC. I thought you had to be ranked people to get ranked high in the WBC. So I don't know about that, but this is boxing. Crazy shit happens all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, an opponent you have in common is Dillian White. You had a very good fight with him. I mean, when I first watched you, I was amazed by how well you performed in that fight.
Mhm.
But seeing what he did with Dillian White, were you surprised to see that?
A little bit, but I don't think that wasn't the same person I fought.
Mm. Can you take anything from seeing what he did to Dillian White, having been stood across the ring from him, to know what that may take? Obviously, you mentioned there maybe not the same Dillian White that you fought, but can you take anything away from seeing him do that?
No, not much.
Mm.
I don't really get shit from it. He just, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I watched your last fight, obviously on the Canelo Crawford card, and one thing your corner kept telling you is you got to want it. Is that a fire that you needed to be lit under you to come in and do a job? I guess.
No, I don't need no fire lit under me to do anything. I just, I was just in a tough spot. Wasn't nothing nobody could say to me to get me out of that spot.
Yeah, of course you mentioned it there that I mean the passing of your father before that, and obviously sorry to hear that. But one of the things I've noticed over the years is when fighters go through similar things in their lives, like for example Buster Douglas, the passing of his mum, it spurred him on to go and do big things. You said your father would have wanted you to carry on with that fight.
Mhm.
Has that spurred you on to go and win a world title that bit more?
I mean, yeah, it's an extra drive to go win it more. But I already that was already in my heart for myself. So
Yeah.
you know, um, nobody could put a burning passion in you if you don't want it yourself.
Yeah, ahead of the Dillian White fight, I was listening to your story and whatnot, and what you come through to be a professional fighter. Now that you've been in the ring with guys like Anthony Joshua, you've sold out, you've fought in stadiums. Is that what you were dreaming of at that time? And now you think about it now, are you sort of pleased with yourself that you have accomplished part of that, but obviously the goal's not done?
Yeah, no, I'm happy that I'm there, but I'm not pleased because I'm not a world champion. So
Mm.
until I become one of those, then I'm still dreaming at this point.
Yeah, a guy you thought obviously Anthony Joshua a big fight at the time, and obviously he's taken on Jake Paul in a matter of days. I mean, what do you make of seeing that?
Uh, I don't like it, but it is what it is. So I think Joshua probably gonna knock his ass out in a couple rounds.
Mm.
So but then again, like Jake Paul has been training and shit, so you can't really just take everything from him. I don't agree with a lot of his fight choices, but he is a natural smaller guy, so he should have a faster head. He should be able to move faster than Joshua. So we'll see. But I think if Joshua lands a good punch, I think it's night night.
Mm. Having been stood across there from Anthony Joshua, I mean, you traded punches in, you went 12 rounds, one of the only guys to go 12 with Anthony Joshua. What does Jake Paul have to be wary of?
On the jab, Joshua has a real strong jab. The jab kind of will catch you off guard, and if you dwell too much on it, then you open yourself up for other punches. So
Mm.
you have to be ready for it. And if he's catching you with it, then you have to brace for it. You have to be ready for the impact because if not, you just gonna open yourself up for other punches.
Mm. Obviously, Joshua was a former world champion, and do you think it diminishes his legacy by going in there with a Jake Paul? And do you think he's still serious about becoming a world champion if he's taking fights with what was, I guess, a YouTuber?
Yeah, no, really, because like in a nutshell, he getting paid to come fight. It's gonna be a sanctioned professional fight. So you know, we all been saying that Jake Paul need to fight real fighters. So this is the real fighter, I guess, at this time.
Mm. In terms of Moses Atama as well, do you have to get it done? I mean, everyone's talking about you taking him into the later rounds, for example. Do you have to win it on points, or are people sleeping on you by, if you two get trading, that you can also win by knockout?
I think people sleeping thinking I can't get a knockout, but you know, from my last two times over here, I feel like I have to dominate uncontrollably, like in an uncontrollable fashion. I know I'm not gonna get a fair shake. Well, hopefully Queensberry give me a fair shake, but just from my personal experience, I know that's not a reality. So I have to, do what I have to do by any means.
Yeah, and I mean for yourself as well. You've been a bit inactive throughout the past year or so. Now you've had that fight in September. You're back on the horse. How far away are we seeing you from in them big fights? I mean, the heavyweight division's stacked at the moment. Like, surely you want to be in that mix as well.
I'll be right back after this win.
Hmm.
Right after this win, I'll be right back at the door.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier sparring Fabio Wardley. Now he's a world champion. I mean, first off, are you not shocked, but to see a guy that was a
I wasn't shocked. I thought bro was. I listen. I thought bro was on his way. I wasn't shocked. I thought bro was on his way. He solidified it with the two wins before that,
hmm.
and then he was, he got the belt. I think he was on his way. I wasn't shocked. I think Fabio had a legit opportunity.
I guess for Fabio Wardley, if he was to go in there and fight an Alexander Usyk, like how much of a chance do you give him? What was so good about Fabio Wardley that's got him to the top of the tree?
His heart, in my opinion, his heart outweighs his skills. From what I've seen, Fabio has the type of heart that it won't fold, it won't waver. So I know y'all seen a couple fights where it probably look like he's losing, but what he do? He turn it around, he knocks somebody's out. While these people getting comfortable, they relaxing, they thinking this is over. Here comes Fabio with that big heart, finna show you something. So
Hmm.
I think that's a I think Fabio has something that you boxers you can't give a boxer. They either have it or they don't. It's not something I could teach you to have.
Mm, absolutely. I mean, I was looking at a lot of the comments in your interviews, and you get a lot of praise from the UK fans about how well you performed in the fights with Dillian White and Anthony Joshua. Is that something you feel? But I guess for yourself, you want to put American heavyweight boxing back on the map.
Yeah, I want to put it back on the. I want to put American boxing back on the map. But I love fighting over here, man. I love the fans. Like I bring Americans over here to fight them over here.
Yeah.
That's just I love the presence the crowd gives. Like I said, I was at a Katie Taylor fight out here. When I say the whole damn crowd was screaming her song, like the whole crowd. Then Johnny Fisher came out, the whole crowd, like the whole crowd. I'm talking about 20 to 25,000 people
Mm.
screaming to the top of their lungs. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, everyone questions for Moses Talma, going back to him. Everyone questions, what's his chin like? How good's he going to be when you get past those rounds? When you were face to face with him, you look in his eyes. What do you see?
I see a young boy that's hungry, but wolves can be misled all the time.
Mm. Well, I look forward to seeing it, mate. What is the final prediction for the January card against Moses Talma?
My prediction is a win. I don't care how it comes, but I'm getting that W.
Mm. Jermaine Franklin, thank you very much for your time, brother.